but you can call me Teacher Ray. Together with my co-teacher, please come in.
Hello everyone, I am Miss Joyce. Good afternoon everyone. I am Teacher Charlene Paragusu, but you can call me Teacher Tasha. Hello. Hi. Hello. By the way, good afternoon everyone. I am Miss Larissa Pardillo and you can call me Tercla. Okay everyone, may I request you to please stand up. Before you take your seat, can you please pick up the pieces of paper on the floor? After that, arrange your chairs. Arrange your chairs. This is a line. Thank you, Ben. Thank you. Now you can take your seat. Those who are standing, there are still vacant seats here. Those standing at the side. Right? Are we all settled? Yes. Are we all settled? Yes. How are you today? I'm fine. Not fine with what? You're not in good condition? Yes. Alright, please bear with me with the discussions and then afterwards we can take this. Right, but before that, let me discuss the rules. So, we will impose classroom rules so that there will be a nice flow in our classroom, right? And for you to remember my rules, so in my class or in our class, you just have to remember the word flow. So we're in. F stands for
Follow class routine.
follow the class routine. So ahead of this, we'll impose class routines, and I hope everyone will cooperate. Now, flow. Next letter is
L.
L stands for
Listen if someone talks.
okay. That is very important. So if someone speaks in front or if someone talks, what you will gonna do?
Listen.
Listen. Now, flow. The next letter is
O.
what O stands for?
Observe cleanliness.
So always observe cleanliness because cleanliness will help us to be productive in each of our daily errands. And the last letter is
W.
W stands for
Work hard yet have fun.
right. Can you do that?
Yes.
Can you do that?
Yes.
So whatever things you're going through, no matter how tough it is, don't forget to have
Fun.
Now, energy check. 100%, 75, 50, 25. Now raise your thumbs. Energy check. Oh, 50, 25, 75. A zero. No one is zero pala. Now, who wants to have a game? Or who wants to play a game? Who wants to play a game? Going to follow class routines. For class routine, when I say maganda, you will stand up. Maganda, si Rainier. Maganda, si Rainier. When I say maganda, you will stand up. When I say si, you will carry your belongings with you. And when I say Rainier, you have to go with your groups. And maganda, si Rainier ngayon. When I say ngayon, you will sit down. Again, when I say maganda, you will
Stand up.
When I say si, you will going to
Bring your
belongings or carry your belongings. And then when I say Rainier, you will
Go to your groups.
Go to your groups. And when I say ngayon, you will
Sit down.
Right. Now let's start if you really learn. Maganda. Si. Alright, this will be group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4. Alright, maganda si Rainier. Oh, I can see it. Someone is Here. Right. Ngayon. Very good. So group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. Now for the mechanics of the game, you will be presented with jumbled letters, one at a time. Each group, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, you have to analyze and rearrange the word or the jumbled letters being presented to arrive in a correct word or words. But each group will have to decide a famous line of the song. Example, let it go, let it go. Or I will not be limiting you to Disney princess song only. You can also have Samba sa saulan. Like that. And then you will sing that in harmony before you will going to utter your response. Example, let it go, assessment mom. Alright? And then, whatever group, okay, listen. Waterfalls. Waterfalls. Alright. So whatever group whatever group that can sing in harmony together and can utter the correct word or words will earn points. So, are we all clear?
Yes.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Let's get started. Alright. I'll give you 5 minutes to decide what song you will going to sing. 1 minute, brother. We'll sing it together. together. So what's this?
Learning.
Again?
Learning.
Learning is correct. So 1 point for group 2. Okay, guys, you will going to sing in harmony for you to be chosen.
Yes.
Oh, can you? Okay, don't shout, just sing the song in harmony, alright? Just sing the song in harmony. Don't Alright, what is this, group 3? Diagnostic assessment is? Correct. Now for group 1 and group 4, it's still Bangwe. Alright. Again. Don't shout. Again, don't shout. Sing in harmony, but don't shout. Sing in harmony, but don't shout. Alright. They will garner the spot because they're the first to sing the song. This? Authentic assessment is? Correct. Go! I haven't still raised this, alright? No one will sing before I What's this? Teaching is? Correct. One point for group 1, 2. back to your seat. And then ngayon, you will sit. Alright, guapa! Rainier! Ngayon! One. So, have you enjoyed the activity?
Yes.
Did you enjoy the activity?
Yes.
Now, I'm gonna ask, since you really enjoyed the activity, what are the terms they mentioned in the activity? You can give me one. Formative assessment. What else?
It's about the assessment.
Assessment.
Learning.
Learning. Authentic assessment. Teaching. Summative assessment. Formative assessment. Diagnostic assessment. Alright. Now, did you happen to encounter those assessments? Yes. Alright, give me an example. Summative assessment. When? In high school. So what's summative assessment? Summative assessment is
Like all the
So do you have any idea about what summative assessment is? Quizzes. What else?
quiz that in a 1 week.
Quiz in 1 week, or she mean that after the unit there will be a summative exam. That's right. How about teaching? What is teaching? Teaching is right. What the teacher do, or what the teacher teach, and that is teaching. Right. How about learning? Learning is the school. So the learning happens in the school, and also it will not also only happen in school. It will also happen outside the school. Right. Now, what's our topic for today? Assessment. What else? Learning. Assessment. Alright, reveal. So for today, our topic is about innovative technologies for teaching, learning, and assessment tasks. Alright? Who can give me technologies that is used in teaching? Laptop. TV. Projector. How about the softwares? Microsoft. Canva. Excel. So, WPS. What else? PowerPoint. How about in learning? In learning. You mostly use when you are learning. Visual aids, advanced technologies. Cell phones, Google Classroom. Zoom. What else? Google Docs. Microsoft. So assessment, learning, and teaching are interconnected to each other, as each informs effective instruction. So we as teachers, we are going to establish relevant learning outcomes. But it will not going to end there. We'll have further evaluations, right? We'll have further evaluations for us to monitor the students' progress in learning. And also, that will serve as our basis to make necessary adjustments in our teaching strategies or in delivering our instructions. Now, what is assessment? Can you please read?
This is a process of identifying, gathering, and interpreting information about students' learning.
Alright, so you will identify, you will gather information about the students' progress in learning. Question, why do we need to assess? Why do we need to assess? are making efforts to instill onto them, right? Because right now, if I'll be discussing you about everything about our topic, and then after that, I will not going to assess. Will I know if you have really learned?
No.
So that's why assessment is very important. Now, let's move on to the types of assessment. The first one is
Formative assessment.
formative assessment. Can you please read the definition?
It's done during the instructional process.
Alright, it's done during the instructional process. So while the learning or the instruction or the delivery of the lesson is ongoing, there will be assessment or there will be assessment given to you or to the students. Why? It is to evaluate if the students is listening to you, right? So you will going to ask them. And also to monitor their learning, to point out areas where they can improve. And apart from that, it's also an effective way for us teachers to adjust our instruction if it's not working on them, right? Let's move on to summative assessment. Summative assessment, please read.
It provides feedback at the end of the grading period.
So if the formative assessment happens during the instruction, the summative assessment happens at the end of the grading period or at the end of the instruction, at the unit. Example, unit test, semester test, finals, what else? Quarterly exams, right? Why? We have to evaluate if the students have mastered the topics that we instilled onto them. That's why we have quarterly exams, we have unit tests. After the whole unit, have you noticed that our teachers will give us assessment? That's to test if we have really mastered the topics, we have really instilled the topics. Okay, now, next is diagnostic assessment. Please read.
It is given before the instruction occurs.
Okay, this is a surprise. Surprise, please. Before, all right. If the summative happens after and the formative happens during, the diagnostic happens before. So have you encountered pre-test?
Yes.
So it's very intimidating, right? Like you are given a test before the instruction. So have you ever asked why? Why are the teachers giving you pre-test? To test that knowledge. To test their prior knowledge. What else? Right. So actually, that's true. To test your prior knowledge, the staff knowledge. So it will inform the teachers your strengths and weaknesses regarding with the topic that you will about to discuss with your students. And in that way, they're gonna adjust their instruction that will tailor the needs of their students. Diba? Now, for the authentic assessment, please read.
It usually involves us where students need to apply their learning.
Alright, in diagnostic before. Informative, during. And summative, after. Yeah, this can be throughout. So, authentic means real. So, why do we need authentic assessments like projects, case studies, problem solving? Why? Why do you think so? No one? Alright. Authentic assessment, guys. This is to evaluate the student's ability to apply the knowledge that he or she has learned into real-world context. Example, I am teaching you how to add 1 plus 1 equals 2. 2 plus 2 equals 4. You've mastered that. You've passed the summative. It will be very useless if in outside you can't even count. This is 1 mango, 2 mango, 3 mango, 4 mango. So there are 4 mangoes in the box. the real world context. Example, this is very common example, I guess. So you already know, you already know what are the ways to save the earth. What are the ways to address the climate change? So do not cut trees. You have to put your garbage into the proper into the trash can. You have to what? Do not burn plastics. What else? Do not cut the trees. What else? And then here goes the authentic assessment. Somehow we fail on that. Why? We cannot even apply that to real world context. We're throwing our garbage anywhere. So the essence of learning, is that we can apply it to the real world context. Alright? And now, let's move on to the role of ICT and assessment and learning.
Now, we all know the assessment, the four types of assessment. Now let's move on to the role of ICT and assessment in learning.
Technology is supposed to play an effective and efficient assessment of learning.
Technology in our integral part of education. With a various technological tools, where educator are able to create more engaging and effective assessment. Now, look at in the chart what you see. And ICT means information and communication technology. Now, in digital devices, the example of this is laptop, smartphone, computer, and example, phone and tablets. Now, technology is more, it enhances the teaching and learning. And technology also assists the teacher in assessment in constructing assessment tasks. Now, there's so many tools that the teacher can use in constructing assessment, like Quizlet, Kahoot, examples. Yes. Now, the second one is delivering the task to relevant students. And you're done in constructing assessment task. Now, you deliver the task to relevant students. For example of this, and the teacher delivered the quizzes in the students using in Google Classroom. That's example. Then the next one is recording and providing feedback to students. Recording, no need to write the grades and scores. Just using a software tools like yes. No, and ang technology is bilang isang teacher, pinapagaan pa ang ating mga gawain. Computing and getting grades getting grades in students computing. Now, in computing, you need to write, you need to calculate the grades. Just one click in technology. You can search and you can use any tools of software, so you can easily compute and getting grades to students. Now, please read everyone.
In educational assessment, the use of technology as an innovation and support for teaching and learning is essential to improve instruction and increase performance.
In educational assessment, in technology, the technology helps the learning and teaching to enhance more the learning. Test play is a vital role in traditional learning as well as in e-learning, and this helps the teachers and learners measure learning. Test play. Traditional learning like visual. Yes, the e-learning is more like technology, using technology. And this helps the teacher and learners measure learning. So it helps the teacher because the teacher identify the strengths and the weaknesses of the students and of her students. Now, the learners measure learning, and also it helps the learners because it tests their yes. Then next is there are various freeware where teachers create quizzes and evaluate learning electronically like educational online games and more. Freeware where teacher creates quizzes. For example of these is like what I said, Quizlet, Kahoot, and virtual reality. Yes, yes. Thank you.
Alright, everyone, eyes on me. If you hear me, clap once. If you hear me, clap twice. If you hear me, clap thrice. If you hear me, follow me. So, now let's proceed to the current trends and assessment of the 21st century assessment. Includes utilizing multiple measures and assessment. Second, increasing the use of technology. Third, focus on the progress and development of learner. Fourth, differentiating the rules and responsibilities of the teachers, administrators, and other stakeholders. So, now, what is assessment tools? So, when we say assessment tools, it is anything that the teacher used to check if the student understand or improve. So yeah. So there are three considerations in choosing appropriate assessment tools. First is goal of assessment. So when we say goal of assessment, what do you want to measure? So is it their understanding, their basic understanding, or their problem-solving skills, or is it their ability in writing? So that is goals of assessment. So second one is methods of assessment. So when we say method of assessment, how do you collect the information? So is it through quiz, through group projects, or through group activities? So third is interval in giving the assessment. So when we say interval in giving the assessment, when do you give the assessment? Is it after all the topic are covered, or at the end of the week, or is it after the discussion? So that is interval in giving the assessment.
let's move on to the tools in evaluating appropriate assessment tools. So first we have checklist. So anyone who have an idea what is checklist? Please raise your hand if you have an idea what is checklist. No one? So checklist is a tool used to evaluate whether specific tasks that have been completed. Like for example, if I were evaluating a student that conducting a lab experiment, so in my checklist I would include gathered all required materials, followed safety protocols, and lastly measured chemicals accurately. By that tool, by the use of checklist, you will identify what have been completed and what needs improved. So there are steps in making checklist. So I have here an example of checklist. As you can see, this is a checklist. So this is an example of checklist. So now we have the second one is a rating scale. So rating scales are almost like checklists, except that they indicate the degree of accomplishment rather than yes or no. Hindi lang ito kagaya sa checklist na mayroon lang yes or no, but ito ay may rating. Like for example, let's say I am evaluating a group presentation. My rating scale might be look like this. So 4 is 1, and weak is a 2, 3 is average, 4 is good, and 5 is a very good. So unlike the checklist na meron lang is yes or no, it's simply yes or no, or not, or done or not done. Next, we have the rubric. Can you please read everyone on this rubric?
Sets of criteria to determine the scoring of assignments, outputs, etc. It lets the students know what is expected of them to do.
So rubrics is, there are two types of rubrics. First is the analytic rubric. Please read everyone this analytic rubric.
Describe the criteria separately from different criteria.
So analytic will break down the task into different parts. For example, if I am grading an essay, the criteria might be content, organization, and grammar. This is I have here an example of analytical rubric. For example, idea, explanation. We have excellent. They are different sa rating scales. As you can see, now let's proceed to the last type of rubric. We have the holistic rubric. Wala ako kung ano dito sa holistic rubric at sulat ko na lang sa blackboard. I will read. So, holistic rubric. On the other hand, holistic rubric evaluates the performance as a whole. Ito pala ang holistic rubric ay score. This is a single score for overall performance. For example, a score of a 4 would mean strong arguments and excellent. Kadalasan ito ginagamit sa debate. Alam niyo ba ng debate, di ba? Kasagaran ito ginagamit ang holistic rubric. And the last one is electronic portfolio. What is electronic portfolio? Can you please read everyone this electronic portfolio?
It's a collection of student products in electronic format, which was uploaded on the internet and is managed by the student as a user.
So electronic portfolio, this is a digital collection of students' work, such as project, essays, and reflections. It shows progress over time and allows students to showcase their achievements. Pwede dito ilagay yung mga photos, yung videos, images dito sa electronic portfolio using Google Site or Canvas or any apps na pwede nyo gawing electronic portfolio. So this each tool has tracking task completion. Grading skills measure levels of performance. Rubrics provide detailed feedback, and electronic portfolio showcase progress over time. By using this flow appropriately, we can provide students with meaningful and fair evaluation. Thank you.
Hi!
Hello!
Hello!
Hi!
So ngayon na natapos na namin ang aming discussion ay gagawa tayo ng activity. So, kung saan kayo ay gagawa ng rubric. So, rubric, gagawa niyo ng rubric, we will assume na may proyektong mind map at gagawa niyo, i-rate niyo ito gamit ang sarili niyong ginawang na rubric. So, natatandaan niyo pa ba yung nung pinapagawa tayo ni Miss Dado ng mind map at inire-rate niya ito gamit sa kanyang rubric? So, yun ang gagawin niyo. Gagawa kayo ng rubric at i-imagine niyo na ang i-rate niyo ay yung mind map na patungkol sa aming topic. So, are we clear? Are we clear?
Yes.
Alright, get a one whole sheet of paper and a pen.